Hello, everybody. Good evening, afternoon, whatever works for you. Big deep breath. So, you know what's happening in the world right now. I don't need to drill that into your brain or remind you of it even more. I think what's really interesting, and before we get into the tapping, I think there's just something I really want to say. And this goes really deeply into kind of how I've been leading my life over the past 2-3 years. Specifically the last year as well is where I really amped up this practice. And that is living with intuition. And by that, what do we really mean is when you're actually living within your intuition and following your intuition, you actually understand that all the things that you think are certainty, right? Maybe it's the corporate job, maybe it's the house, maybe it's, your friend circle, whatever makes you feel that sense of security and certainty, it's really all an illusion, right? It's literally all an illusion. We can see that now. Whereas something like a virus or something like something totally out of your control, an economic thing going on, a housing market thing going on, whatever, can totally tear out that sense of security that you had, right? So what does that mean? What that really means is it's cultivating that inner sense of security from within, knowing that you're always safe and you're always secure no matter what's happening around you, right? Whether you get evicted, whether you lose your corporate job, whether you have clients backing out of signing on with you, right? Maybe you have all sorts of things just going on in your life, and never mind about the coronavirus right now. I mean, this message is going to ring true and has always rung true. Sorry, I'm getting notifications for all of time, right? It just happens to be super timely right now, and that's why I'm speaking on it. But this literally is going to be true through all of time. Okay, and so by choosing to live my life the way I have, I know that this is going to pass, right? Of course, this is going to pass, but it's amazing because it's times like these that really show us what are the gaps, right? Where have I been misaligned before this? What are the gaps? Where have I been vulnerable or allowed myself to really not have my own back? And I think that's really the time that we're in, is how could I have had my back a little bit better, right? And it's not to say that we get stuck in the past and been like, oh, I should have done that. I should have prepared. I should have. It's not about getting stuck in the past, but it's also not about going so far into the future. Like, I could do that right now. I could literally spin out into anxiety and worry and uncertainty about all the things going on. I could do that probably better than you. Right? We're all really good at listening to fear, tuning into fear, following fear. We're really good at that, all of us, myself included, right? But it's learning, it's a practice. It's a practice to being present right here, right now. I am wealthy just in this moment, right here, right now. We're not worrying about the future, and we're not fucking focusing so hard on the past that we start guilt tripping ourselves and having shame spirals, right? Right now, I'm full of love. I have all the love I need. I have all the security I have right now. I am wealthy right now. I have enough clients right now. I have enough work right now. I have enough love right now. I have enough safety right now, okay? Because that is truth, okay? So why don't we go into the tapping? And I want you to know, of course we have this thing going on. It's going to blow over. I know it's going to blow over, right? It's going to pass. So let's just, okay? And let's go into the tapping. And I'm going to put my hair up because I always get more heated up. I don't even know. My English is failing me right now. But I always get a little bit more sweaty, I guess. I'm in Mexico, right? When am I not sweaty? But let's put up this hair so we can go into the tapping. And I want you to know that this tapping exercise is brilliant for any time you're just feeling the feelings of, maybe a little bit of doubt, maybe a little bit of uncertainty, you're getting a little bit worried. This is something you can come back to over and over and over again. This is your energetic hygiene practice, okay? So this is something I do with myself, and I tell my private clients to do as well. I train them in this work, so my clients have the tools and the wherewithal to steer their own ship at any time, because the basis of my work is I want my clients to not need me anymore. Not that they ever needed me, but they're able to just like go on their own, steer their own ship, and really just like feel, think, and perform at the best they ever have. So let's get into that. And remember, right now we're talking about like uncertainty and worries, but you can just swap in all of the language for something that resonates most to you. So this is just a recipe. And again, it's an energetic hygiene practice. So you can use this in the morning to just clear out the energy and the emotional gunk from the day before, much like we take an actual shower for our bodies, right? But it's also an emotional freedom technique. And it's so funny. Whenever I have a new client or a new audience member and they see how I do tapping, they're like, but why are we focusing on the negative? It's supposed to be positive vibes only, right? But here's the thing. We're not going to bypass our emotions, right? It's really important, no matter what's going on, right? Not just in the context of this video and this greater global thing going on, but it's really important that we actually feel our feelings. And because when you're not feeling them, when you're repressing them and you're kind of like shaming them, like, oh, I shouldn't feel angry right now. I should feel happy and positive and butterflies coming out of my asshole, right? We're told that, right? Think positive, right? You can only think positive when you've cleared out the weeds, right? Because so often people try and plant flowers over top of a bed of weeds, right? Look at the weeds, see them, pull them out, and then put the flowers into your garden, right? And so what happens is when we actually suppress or shame those things, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so the way to do it is, let's do it really quickly. Of course, we want to always just set up our tapping sessions by just tapping here on the karate chop point. And let's tap about the way we're feeling. Let's get real with it. Let's be radically honest with the way we're feeling, because the thing is, you can't shift a block if you haven't identified the block. You can't shift the emotion if you don't know what you're feeling, right? That's why positive vibes only don't work. We have to feel what we're feeling, guys. We're human. Let's feel it, okay? So even though, follow after me, follow what I'm physically doing as well as what I'm saying. I'll give you space to do so. Make sure to breathe. Make sure to have water. I don't have my water here right now, but get water for after this, because it's going to help you flush it out of your body, your physical body, okay? Even though I'm feeling uncertain, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling worried, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling really scared about the future and what's even going on right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And now follow along. Just keep following along. We're going to hit multiple parts of the body, okay? But just keep doing what we're doing. Follow after me and follow my body. Like I was saying, it's hard for me today to speak English. I'm not sure why, but let's keep going, shall we? Even though I'm feeling really uncertain about the future, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling worried and a little bit scared, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling uncertain, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm scared about what's going on, I'm scared about the future, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm freaked out by all the chaos right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I don't know what's going to happen, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though it feels like the worst could happen, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling super uncertain and worried about the future, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling really anxious right now with everything going on, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So you can probably feel your body buzzing a little bit right now. And I didn't do it in this video, but I rated myself. This is something we should always do when we're tapping. For some reason, sometimes I always forget this when I do it on the live capacity because I just intrinsically do it. But rate yourself before you start a tapping session. Rate yourself with how you're feeling on a scale of 0 to 10. So whatever works for you. You can say 0 is like, I'm feeling really horrible about what's going on. 10 would be, I'm feeling amazing about what's going on. Or it can be the opposite, right? 0 feels like I've totally released and neutralized. 10 feels like this is really triggering me. So whatever kind of resonates with the way that your brain processes things, go ahead and rate yourself, because there's actually a really interesting law that happens, and I'm kind of going on a little tangent here, but you'll see. There's an interesting law that happens that as we're actually shifting through something, we forget how we felt beforehand. It's like it's a weird psychological thing, and I can't remember the name of this theory or this law. Maybe I'll actually do that after today's tapping session and write something up about that. But it's really interesting, and that's why even with my client work, after every single session, we do post-session integration, which is having them reaffirm how are they feeling before. How did I support them in the session? What did they move through? What were some of their blocks? Because they, as the client, after, days, weeks, or even months of working with me, they're going to start to forget how their situation, how bad, and I'm air quoting bad, but for simple language, what their beginning situation was, because, they're over here, they're like, oh my God, that's not even part of my reality anymore, right? It's a total shift in paradigm. It's a total breaking open of what they perceived as the reality then, and this is what they have now. So it's really, really interesting, but that's why it's important to rate yourself before the tapping session. So how I was feeling on a scale of 0 was I feel really awful. 10, I feel really amazing about this. I felt probably a 4. I was not feeling super good about the things that are going on. Not necessarily about the virus per se, but maybe about potential repercussions for my friends and my family in their careers and in their jobs and just everything like that. I've been starting to really kind of feel that, and because I don't call myself an empath, but I am sensitive to the emotions and energies of other people. That's why I've always been, since a young age, just always able to feel people and feel their energies and feel their blueprint of who they kind of are and how they're kind of what kind of level they're kind of at, if that makes sense energetically. Maybe that resonates with you, maybe not. But so anyways, I digress. So you want to kind of rate yourself before, so then when you're done the tapping session, whether you're doing it yourself or you're coming back to this replay or coming back and doing this again, or any other of my tapping sessions, you can find them on my Instagram. Or if you're a client watching this now in the shift course and in our work together, go ahead and rate yourself before and then rate yourself after the session, okay? So that way you can actually see, yep, I shifted the energy, I shifted the emotion, I released that emotion. So before the session, I was feeling about a 5. Now that I did the first round, which is when we were kind of, sorry, I just got a call. Let me speed this up because I feel like maybe that was an important call. So let me just kind of get through this in the best of ways. I'm here, don't worry. So rate yourself before and after. I can't remember where we're going on. I got interrupted. But let's go ahead now and go through the positive. I am grounded and centered and anchored in my own energy center. I have enough of everything I need right now. I have more than enough of everything that I need right now. I am safe. I am secure right now. I am safe and I am secure right now. I always have more than enough, and I always have what I need. Everything is happening for us, not to us. Everything is happening for us. Everything is working out in our favor. Everything is working out in our favor. I have more than enough. I have more than enough right now. I am calm, grounded, and secure. I am calm, grounded, and secure. I'm safe right now. I am happy right now. I am more than enough right now. And I have more than enough right now. When I thrive, everyone thrives. When I share my energy, everyone has more energy. I am safe and I am secure. I'm safe and secure right now. I am okay right now. And being okay is more than enough right now. Okay. So that was amazing. Oh, that feels so good. I feel so calm and grounded now. Oh, okay, amazing. So if you want to come back and even do this replay, come and do this again. Go ahead and do this before bed and when you wake up, because that's especially when the window with our subconscious is the most open, the most susceptible. So it's like the best time to do it. And you can do this at any time you want. Hey, Nicole. You can do this at any time you want. And like I said, rate yourself before, rate yourself after. And then when you do the beginning one, when you're going through like the negative emotions or what you're really fucking feeling, go ahead and do that round 1, 2, 3 times until you feel that it moved a little bit more. You don't have to just do it once. And then you can move to the more positive, what you do really want to feel, where you really want to focus and expand your energy, emotion going forward now. Because that's really what you're doing, is you're making a decision. You're choosing to show up. You're choosing to have your energy and emotion go here. Because we're at a time right now, right here and now, we're at a time where collectively and individually, our world can go in one of 2 ways. That's like anything, right? Anytime, we always have a choice, even when it feels like you don't. It's always remembering that you are the leader of your work in life, and you always have been. No one's more of an expert in your life or your work than you, including the doctors, including the presidents, including whoever. You know what's best for you. So feel your feelings and then choose what you want to feel instead, who you want to be, how you want to show up going forward, okay? So I love you. That made me feel so fucking good. Oh, I feel amazing. I'm definitely going to do this again tonight and every single morning going forward. I always do my EFT and my tapping, but especially this one in these times, right? So I'm sending you so much love. I love you. You are safe now. You are more than enough now. You have more than enough right now in this present moment right here. Okay, so practice your presence, practice your intuition, and practice being neutral in your energy. I think that's the most important. Practice being neutral in your energy, not swinging too far this way, not swinging too far that way, being anchored in your energy center. That's the most important job. Doesn't matter what you do. We're all in the business of people. We all interact with people throughout our whole day. So your most important job is to be anchored in your own energy center so that you're not swayed by the news, by the media, by the one paranoid family member that you have, okay? I love you, okay? Have an amazing evening.